What's up, my gente? Saludos to everybody, man. How's everybody doing, man? I hope you guys doing all right. Enjoying your family. Uh, Gracias. I just want to give you my thanks for being with me. It's been 6 months, and I highly appreciate everything that you watching my videos, man. And one of them already make over a 250,000 views. Um, I never thought I was gonna do 1,000 views, man. Well, anything can happen, and then I encourage you, man, to do whatever you want to do in life. Everything is possible, man. And the reason I'm making these videos is not to it's not really for the money, though. I'm rich. Nah, I'm just kidding. Uh, Saludos to everybody, man. First and foremost, drinking my chanate early in the morning, and I got a good story today. A good, two stories, man. One of them, both of them, real sad stories, man. You know, and hopefully gangbangers don't trip on my New York hat today, man, because I think they look at everything, dog. Hey, how come you wearing blue, man? How come you wearing red? Hey, man, you talking about the Norteño? You talking about the Sureño? Man, I'm not banging on them. That I left that, a long time ago, man. Cálmate, Hans. Cálmate. Um, I left that mentality, years ago, man. And if I do come up with stories about the Norteños, is because they, like I said, when I was on the streets, it was a whole different pedo, man. It was a whole different. We were kids, man. I was when I moved to up north, I was like 16, 17, 16. Because I got my case 2 years after I went to Baleo, and we're kids, man. And even like when I went to prison, even with some of my gente, they used to fucking play that shit amongst ourselves también. Hey, I'm from Sinaloa, and Sinaloa is better, and Tijuana is better, and Michoacan is better than Jalisco. All that stupid fucking crap, man. Always talking crap about other fucking areas. Human beings, that's how we are, man. We always, especially Mexicans, we always looking for ways to think that we are better than the next man, that our place, our origin is better than, we got more killers over here, we got more. And that's the same thing with the north and south, man. When I came, when I made that video about 3 Norteños taking off on like 30 Norteños, Sureños. Man, I got butchered, man. Everybody was like, God damn, no, that didn't happen. It did happen. It did happen. I seen it with my eyes. And I put it on my son, and I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not trying to. I'm not, like I say, man. It's, I do come up a little bit, with the feria, but it's not mostly about the feria, man. I was already doing this, helping youngsters when I was incarcerated, man. I was sending letters to the youth, and that releases a lot of stress out of me. And I feel good, man. I feel good helping people. When I gave the paisa the tennis shoes, the Nikes. I don't know if you ever check out the video, man. Check all my old videos when I gave him the Nikes, and I came back to the because I closed the door and I went back out there. He was waiting for me because I was gonna write something for him. And when I came back out, homeboy already had the Nikes on, man. That's because I seen him on the streets, man, with some beat up shoes. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna bless this guy, man. And whenever I see a mato from up north, down south, up here where I live, hey man, and he's struggling, I come over, hey Holmes, hey, watch out, hey, you got a job? No, pues no. Mira, you speak perfect English, Holmes. I'm gonna give you this number, call these vatos, and they're gonna give you a job at a call center, man. Me personally, I can't do it, though. Computer. And most of you guys know I did most of my time in prison, man. I can't. I just, And I wish I could, man, because I'm just sitting down. I tried twice already, man. But anywho, man, this is not about me. This is about, and that's why I'm trying to prevent all the youth to go what I went through and what I'm going through, man. Like I said, I'm 20 some years behind my everybody else, dog. You know, anybody knows, more computers than I do. But that, I'm not tripping, dog. If I can do something else. But anywho, man, let's go back to this story, man. This is a high desert. Why high desert, man? I'm always talking about high desert. Well, I was, I did time in the Tehachapi twice. I was in the Tehachapi twice. I was in High Desert. I was in Pelican Bay. I was in Folsom. I was in Pelican Bay. I was in San. But the reason I'm, most of my stories are out of High Desert is because I did not most of my time, but I did 5 years in High Desert, man. And I seen a lot of stuff in High Desert. I seen a lot of stuff in Sureño también. Every prison. Prison is prison, man. Pleasant Valley was crazy as hell, también. But anywho, man, this vato, like you already seen in the title, man. This vato only had 1 day left to the house, a Norteño, a Johnston, man, and they get into it. They get into it with the Sureños, two. They get into it, but the first riot, it was just fist fight, huh? And but the Norteños got the best of them, And like I said, I'm not glamorizing violence, man. But like I say, you win some, you lose some. You're not gonna win them all. You know what I mean? They got the best of them, and they went and locked them for a little minute, dog. And I know a pedazo from a banger from the TV is pretty nasty, man. Cause I seen them freaking pieces, man. I remember when I was in the shoe back in I think it was 2007 at the Tehachapi shoe. I got into my celly, dog. He tried to sex play me, and I told him, hey, you gotta stop that stuff, man. I don't sex play like that, And I think I gave him one warning. The second time, I told him, hey, he was on the top bunk. And anybody that has been to to Tehachapi shoot, those are the biggest cells in the system, dog. They say Pelican Bay. Now, I've been to Pelican Bay and I've been to Tehachapi shoot. Tehachapi, they lovely, dog. Then cells are huge. So, I'm in the bottom bunk, I'm drawing. And that day, I was working on my legs, right? And my celly goes, hey, man, do you want me? I seen you doing legs. You want me to give you a massage? I'm like, what the hell? And I feel fucking chills all over my spine, dog. I was like, hell no, dog. These motherfuckers way too much. That was, like I said, that was the second time, and I was just waiting for any little stupid reason to light it up, So I did, dog. I told him, hey, you know what? So and so. I feel like dying today, dog. He goes, yeah? I said, yeah. I know. Yeah, I say that. I feel like dying. But one of us is gonna today. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, yeah, man, you better get down over here, dog. Because, all that fucking respect, it ain't gonna happen, one of us, I feel like dying, but I don't think I'm gonna die. One of us is gonna die, and I don't think it's me. And he goes, oh yeah, this fool was crazy, no? So he was there for whacking his celly, like not his celly, somebody else. And not only did they whack him, they beat him up pretty good, though. I seen the paperwork. But I was like, I don't, yeah, man is a man, dog. Inside the cell, you're a man. He's a man. He doesn't have 3 balls. He's got 2 just like you, no? And that's what I told another celly. He was from Sinaloa. He tried to spook me, tried to scare me. Hey, I'm over there. I used to use the cuerno and shit, the AK. One day I told him, hey, I don't give a rat ass, man. Right here, because he tried to fucking tell me to leave the cell. I'm not in the shoe, at the Tehachapi shoe. I'm not leaving you. You leave, mother. So he got on my face and he goes, I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me. You ain't going to hurt me, fool. What do you mean I don't want to hurt you? I don't want to hurt you, punk ass. I told him, you ain't got your motherfucking cuerno de chivo right here. You ain't got your AK-4. You know this. I'm a man. You're a man. You don't have 3 balls. I got 2, just like you, man. You know, I'm on those way. Nah, that scared the fuck. Well, anywho, back to my sailing. So he did that shit. He did that, man, and we got into it, dog. And serio, I was winning. And he goes, ya estuvo. And when he said ya estuvo, because I was choking, and he was almost gone. He did this, man, he tapped out. He goes, hey, wait. So when he did that, I let him go, dog, and he sucker punched me. And I was thinking about my TV, dog, and I seen the pedazos out of the TV screen. Later, after we finished fighting, I won, dog. I say I won. I got beat up, but I say I won. I say I won because he got up top of the bunk, and he goes, I just estuvo. But I was bleeding from my nose, from my mouth. That fool was vicious, dog. He was left and right. He could use both of his hands. But I you know, that was a good fight, dog. I got my money. He got his money, but he didn't want on him. He ran out of gas. So anywho, me and I was gonna use the TV screen. I was gonna, and I know it makes a good bit. I seen it, no. So anywho, back to the story, man. This fool, not this fool, man. And I don't mean to disrespect this guy, man. A youngster. He was going home. One day left. And then, like I said, they had already got into with the Sureños. He was a Norteño, a youngster, maybe 19 the most. They get into again, and I don't know if you ever been in a riot, and I was like that, though. I like, you know, I like to get in the front, you know, be the front man, but somebody told me, somebody with more clutch, hey, you know, always go to the side, man, because he seen me twice. Vete pa'l lado, way. He was from Tijuana. Saludos, Tijuana. He goes, hey, vete pa'l lado. Always go to the, you know, look for a way out, though, because you're gonna get cut in the middle. If you get knocked out, that's it. So that was a good advice, dog. But this youngster, you know, I guess he felt, you know, homeboy had cora, and he was defending his cause, which was the Norteño cause in his mind, dog. But to me, you know, like looking back, homies, they should have told me, hey, stay in the cell, man. Don't come out. You only got 1 day left. You know, que te vaya bien, you know, stay out there, man, do your best. I mean, I would have told him that, dog. But nah, hey, we need, man, kaile, way. So, being that he was in the front, and the homies, the Sureños, had a pedazo from the TV screen, man, I know the things are nasty, dog. They freaking nasty. Hey, they got him one time in the corner, in the heart, no? One time, boom, he was gone. So they gave him an early parole day. One day, you know, he was supposed to go home the next day, but he went home that day. Maybe he did not, because they got to do some paperwork. But he paroled in a plastic bag, and that's sad to see that, man. That's, you know, like I say, you know, I got family from both north and south. You know, I got family in Whittier. Saludos, Whittier. Saludos, Islos. South Islos. Salud. Whittier is a beautiful area, man. I got family in Whittier. I got family in Indio. I got family in Huntington Park. And I got family in Bay Area, up north, and this is one of the reasons I do this to también. My nieces and nephews, they watch my videos, man. Saludos, Lily, how you doing, baby? Saludos to Gerardo, all my nephews, man. All my nieces and nephews, and that's one of the reasons I make these videos, man. And yeah, like I said, homeboy had 1 day left to the house. Never made it, man. You know how devastating for the family that is, man. To see, you know, even though, whatever you did out there on the streets, man, to get you in prison, you still, 18 years old, 19 years old, you're still a youngster, no? You still got a lot of life ahead of you, dog. You know what I mean? You can still, do before you go out, you can do some good out there in the community, man. Maybe he didn't wanna gang bang no more. Maybe we just, he got pressure. I don't know. I can't tell you the whole story. But that's a fact that happened, and most of them battles, this is the cold part, dog. The battle that did it, he didn't get busted for it. Most of these battles that got involved in, and then anybody that has been in a high desert knows about this incident. They all got transferred down south, man. So that was their ticket to go closer to their family. But this battle, he lost his life. That's the cold part, man. Saludos. And it really broke my heart, man. And I already told you about the stories about the incidents about the blacks and the paisas. So I went to the hole after the incident. Paisa, I said this many times. Paisa try to get me double fucking, those things that you shave with. Had one try to take me out. So I got his, I got him. So I go to the hole, man. And when you go to the hole, you hear all kinds of freaking stories, man. Back there, it was this bato, Javi from 18th Street, man. He was my neighbor. Javi was, he was going home. También, he had a few days left, less than a month left to the house, man. And they put him on the top tier, where most of the dropouts and SNY. It was, back then I didn't even know what SNY was, but they had some PC battles on the top tier, and he didn't want to be there. He kept telling the CEOs to move him down there with his homeboys, and say later. So they kept telling him later. So one day he comes out to the shower, and what Javi does to get moved downstairs, because he didn't want to parole and have the impression of his homeboys that he was a piece of crap, man. He was going home, and he wanted to live, in good regards, good standings with his homeboys. So what he does, when he comes out to shower, because every time you come out to shower in the hall, you cough. So he kicked the CO, one of the COs. He didn't that hard, kicking that hard. He just a little kick just to make a little scene, so he can get moved downstairs. So they put him down, boom, 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 boom. They drop him, and in the process, one of the COs gets scratched with the cuffs in his arm. So they take him to court. They take Javi to court, and I was there when he was fighting his case, man. Every time I used to come out for a shower, I used to see him sitting down drawing on the bunk, and he used to go like, "Órale, Holmes, puro positivo." Homeboy had, I think, 18th Street or Hoover, some I can't remember, but in one of them, Hoover's or 18th Street, or maybe both. And but you can see in his eyes, man, the emptiness, the sadness, despair, man. He already went to court. He was already going to court, but they watched him. They gave him 25 to life for that incident, man. And everybody that has been to Susanville, High Desert, Lassen County, they don't play, man. You got the whole KKK community over there, dog. You know what I mean? And and the homeboy was, maybe mid-20s, late 20s. He's probably still down. I'm talking about 2000. It's been 2000. It's been 20 some years. Or maybe he got into some more pedo, but he was going home, but he never made it. Because of the fact that he wanted to show pride. He wanted to show his homeboys that he wasn't a piece of crack, man. 20 days to the pad, man. The homeboys, they should have told me, hey, you stay over there. But that's not how it works, man. And what are you doing over there? Hey, are you a peseta or what? So homeboy did what he had to do, man, to like I said, to parole and be in good standards, being good with his homeboys. Because he didn't want to be labeled as a piece of crap, man. But what about his family? You know, I would have thought about my family. If this, game, man, I'm paroling to my family, man. If I would have had that chance, man, hey, sorry, I don't give a what you think about me, man. I'm gonna be out there on the beach, with my hyena, with my kid, whatever you want to think about me, hey. But sometimes, the criminal mentality, man, it doesn't let you, think right, man. Something in your mind doesn't click right when you involved in that type of environment, man. Anywho, man, I hope you enjoyed these little stories, man. Like I said, thank you for watching my videos. God bless you, and please, stay strong. And I don't glamorize violence. And like I said, you win some, you lose some. And saludos to all my the battles that that are still doing time in the Bay, in the high desert. I know it's hard, man. And I'm gonna give you the name of a good lawyer if you want to get on, man. Charles Carbon. This guy, he doesn't really care about the money. He's a good lawyer, man. He's gonna help you find yourself. What makes you do what you did in life? What makes you be the person that you are right now, man? Something happened to you when you were a little kid, and that guy is gonna help you find you. He doesn't care about the money, man. Charles Carbon. I highly recommend that lawyer, man. God bless you. Stay strong, man. Peace. I'm out.